The eyes of the nation will be on Virginia tomorrow.
That's for sure. Voters across the Commonwealth will choose a governor, lieutenant governor, and attorney general. Election Eve coverage from your local election headquarters begins with new evidence of just how close this race may be. Two new polls released today show Republican candidate Glenn Youngkin with a narrow lead now over the Democratic opponent Terry McAuliffe. Both these newly released polls have Youngkin up by 2 points over McAuliffe, who was Virginia governor from 2014 to 2018.
And that's just one race being closely watched. Virginia voters also will decide whether Democrats keep control of the Virginia General Assembly. No state delegate or Senate candidates from our region face any opponents in tomorrow's vote.
John Janko tonight with why tomorrow's election has national significance and why Southwest Virginians may play a big role in all this. John?
Democrats control state government in Virginia. It's one of 2 states in the nation with a statewide election this year. 1 year after Republicans lost the White House and the House of Representatives, they're hoping for a comeback in the Commonwealth.
This is a fundamental different moment in Virginia's future.
Glenn Youngkin speaking in Roanoke this morning amid a red surge in the polls. The Republican has strong support in Southwest Virginia.
Youngkin decided to come here because his message plays really well here.
University of Virginia at Wise political science chair Heather Evans notes Youngkin has made education a cornerstone of his campaign.
We will not have a political philosophy in the classroom, and on day one I will ban critical race theory from being in our schools.
Terry McAuliffe today in Richmond repeated his claim that critical race theory has never been taught in Virginia.
He's dividing parents against parents, parents against school boards. He's using your children as political pawns in his campaign.
Another element in play, Youngkin receiving former President Trump's endorsement this week. McAuliffe today saying that's a bad sign for his opponent.
What does that tell you? The little MAGA people, not as excited as you thought.
Youngkin is not embracing Trumpism. Instead, he's trying to get the Trump voters in another way. So talking about these things that are happening at school board meetings, school choice.
Evans says the race could be a performance indicator for President Biden in a state he won by 10 points.
You also have the approval of Joe Biden, which has been slipping, and that can also affect the way that individuals think or get fired up about elections in their home states.
For the first time ever, a woman of color will be Virginia's lieutenant governor. Democrat Hala Ayala or Republican Winsome Sears. Republican Jason Miyares and incumbent Democrat Mark Herring square off for attorney general.
While no state delegate or Senate races are contested in our area, Democrats are hoping to hold back Republican challengers statewide and keep control of the legislature where they made massive policy changes in the last few years.